Hey Sag, welcome to Turn Heal. Welcome to the place where we turn and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Welcome to your reading for this month. Whenever you watch it, it's all good, doesn't matter. Alright, let's go. I come to you, Holy God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Sag Collective need to know? Let me light this up real quick, you feel me? Alright, what's at the bottom of the deck? 5 of Cups here. 5 of Cups, which is regret. So the moon reading, no, it was a Mercury retrograde reading that was talking about regret and shame and things like that that might be coming up, things from the past. And you might realize that you don't really need to be carrying that shame or guilt or regret because it ain't yours, okay? So you might like that reading. Check out the Mercury retrograde reading. If you're a patron, then you'll see the full reading. If not, you'll see a snippet on YouTube. Okay. In the hand, the universe is your partner, tidy house, clarity and organization. Everybody's getting this card, tidy house, organization. There's clarity that needs to be, there's clarity of the mind that needs to happen here. We have in the hand, you're being held and cuddled and loved on by the universe. So you need to feel that warmth, okay? Feel that you're protected and move like that. Lost in space, yeah. See, somebody's feeling lost, but they're held in the hand of God, okay? Amen, amen. All right, you need to know that. The universe got your back here. You're just not seeing it clearly. You're not seeing, the Scorpio had this energy, but they're not, what I said, they're not seeing the lines in the matrix. They're not seeing that the universe is moving for them or how they're moving for them because their mindset, someone's mindset is cloudy. Eye of the needle, intentionality. Okay, so this card is like pinpoint focus, right? But I feel like this is the eye of God. In this case, this is the eye of spirit, the eye of the universe on you, the light shining on you, and you're not realizing it. You're feeling like lost and needing direction. And it's like, you're sitting in the hand of God. You're not, how can you possibly be lost? You're not. God is carrying you, okay? Or however you want to label that, all right? But I just love this big hand, so I just want to say God to give it more power, okay? All right. Let's get into the reading here. So I'm using the Muse Tarot. We're starting off with the 2 of Swords, okay? There's a 2 of Swords in reverse. It does seem like there's a bit of a breakthrough that happened. Crossed by the 7 of Cups, that confusion, that lost energy. And it's like, how are you feeling lost? Somebody wants to have that breakthrough. Okay. Let me pull out the rest of these cards. Okay, these cards are coming out. Okay. Sadly. These cards are coming out crazy. Oh, that's the 7 of Swords there. That's not the 2. The 2 just peeked out. So there is a breakthrough that wants to happen, but this is a 7 of Swords. What is someone, okay, the 7 of Swords is not the best energy, right? The 7 of Swords is an energy, sorry. The 7 of Swords is an energy of, deceptive energy, whatever. Someone's trying to escape it. Are they, okay, hold on. 2 of Wands in reverse. Queen of Pentacles upright. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. 8 of Pentacles here in the Awakening. All right, either someone's trying to leave a situation that's deceptive or they're trying to learn how not to be deceptive themselves. Now this, obviously, you choose where you are with that, okay? How do I work out of this? How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Three of Swords coming out. This feels like someone suffering alone. Oh my God. Temperance card coming out. I'm not surprised. What's this card? Itching my hand. Queen of Cups. This is crazy. Okay. Here's what I want to say real quick. I keep saying the wrong card, and then the right card will come out. I said Eight of Pentacles. This is the Eight of Wands, and now the Eight of Pentacles just came out. I had said I said the Two of Swords, and then the Two of Swords popped out, even though that was a 7. Now the Magician is coming out here with the Temperance card. The Magician is coming out. I feel like what I just did, me misreading the cards, but then it's coming out. So ultimately, I read the energy, even though the actual card wasn't it. I read the energy. I read the intention. Some of you guys are tapped in and your reality is not syncing up to what your intuitive guidance is telling you, all right? And it might be throwing you out of sorts, okay? We do have the Magician card coming out with the Temperance card. You're already the Magician. You already can read this energy. Like, I can look at the 7 of Swords and see 2 of Swords because that's the energy that wanted to come through. That was a channeling. The channeling was, hey, this is a 2 of Swords. Even though when I looked at it, it's clearly a 7 of Swords. You're seeing something and you're getting a channeling about something. And it doesn't look like what it is, but it is. Okay? Now, you're not following that. With the Temperance card, it's throwing you a little bit off. It's throwing you for a loop. With the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, you're not trusting that guidance. Me trusting the guidance just now, even though I saw 7 of Swords, I saw 2 of Swords in my mind, or I channeled 2 of Swords, even though the card said 7 of Swords. I knew to say, because I know how it works and I trust what I channeled, even despite what I see, I know what I channeled. So I decided to say, okay, 2 of Swords has to be an energy in this then. 2 of Swords wanted to come out even though this is a 7. So apply that to your life. If you're channeling something about a person, but what you see, it doesn't look like it at all, that's the way it goes, okay? This is how intuitive guidance works. Okay, it can be a mind F, especially if you're seeing something that doesn't, if you're getting intuitive guidance about something that's not right. With the 7 of Swords here, I feel like you might be getting intuitive guidance about something that's just not right. And it doesn't look on the outside, when you look at it from your human perspective, when everything is on paper, everything seems fine. But then you go into your dream world, you go into the astral world, and you see what their energy is, for example. Right? Things like that. That's how it works. Trust what you're seeing. Trust what you're channeling. Do not trust what you're seeing in front of you right now. Trust what you're seeing with your mind's eye. All right? Because right now there is some illusion here. And you not trusting yourself is putting you in a very disempowered state, is forcing you to stop listening to your own intuition, even though you are clearly a magician and you're very on point. All right. So, as I mentioned, the 8 of Wands, okay, so the 8 of Wands is coming out with the Awakening card. The Awakening card is like the Judgment card, okay? So you're not making a real judgment call on this experience around you that you're channeling. If this is about a person, you're going to have to make a judgment call on this person based on your own channeling. It's a test of faith. It's also a test of your own gifts, your spiritual gifts, your faith in your own gifts. All right? And there'll be more of those, okay? This just might be the first one and it might be the hardest one. But after that, it'll get easier and you'll know like, oh, I can trust this channeling when this happens. It doesn't matter what they're saying. It doesn't matter what they're buying me. It doesn't matter how they're dressing. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. I feel their energy. I'm channeling something very real that they cannot hide. And that's their spirit. So you have to make a judgment call on that. With the Eight of Wands, you're getting pushed to do that. Until you do that, you'll be trapped in this situation, whatever this is. You're not trapped right now. The only thing that's keeping you trapped, I don't know the situation. So let me rewind and pull that back. But I will say, what's making you feel really trapped outside of the human, whatever the human circumstance is the idea of I could be wrong. Is this inability to trust and have faith in yourself? That's really what's keeping you trapped. Because if you get into this level of conviction and you start believing that what you're saying, what you're receiving is real, what you're channeling about a person is real, things will start to open up. You have to have that conviction in your own spirit, your conviction in your own intuitive guidance, and then a door will open up. You're not trapped in this situation. Anyway, so you have the Seven of Wands coming out with the Eight of Pentacles. You have to first believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself first before you can take a step. You have to believe that what you're seeing is real before you can believe that it's time to leave it. All right. I'm going to go to blockages real quick. What are the blockages? What are they failing to see? I just want to point this out. I want to point this out real quick. Let's make sure you can see this card. Look at this deck real quick. Or this card. This is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of deception. Look at it this way. What's the first thing you see? You probably see this light. You probably see the yellow clouds. You see this person with a bright red lipstick. That's going to draw your attention more. What you're not seeing, what you're tapping into is this. Look at that energy. Different expression in the face. This expression looks calmer. It actually looks a little bit innocent, right? But this is their energy. Their energy is way darker than what it's coming off as, all right? And you're feeling that. You're feeling that even though they look very innocent. They look like they can't hurt a fly or whatever the case is. They look like they're incapable of it, but they are. This is their spirit. You're feeling that. And that's the way it goes when you tap in. You'll start to see a lot of this. You'll start experiencing a lot more of this in people when they're looking like this. Take it as a gift and don't ignore the gift. If this is happening, take it seriously. What's the blockage here? So the blockage, we have the Page of Pentacles coming out with the Hermit in reverse. You're already invested in the situation with the Two of Cups coming out. You have the Two of Cups coming out with the Ten of Cups in reverse. Both. Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups coming out in reverse. Two of Cups is soulmate energy in reverse. Ten of Cups, emotional fulfilling energy in reverse. I just saw 1414. Both of these are coming out. These cards that will be beautiful in a soulmate reading is coming out in reverse. You're starting to see the other side of the game. This person isn't going to give you emotional fulfillment. This person might be a little bit of a fraud. That's what I'm getting here. You're already invested enough, right, with the Page of Swords, but it seems like it's only a page energy. So you invested enough in this situation, it seems, where you don't want to You don't want to part ways, right? You're seeing the other side of the game. You're seeing the reality. And it's because your intuitive guidance is on point. And if it's starting to come up, it's starting to come up for a reason. You're starting to get this, like we don't get, when you tapped in, right? And you get intuitive guidance, you don't get intuitive guidance of everything going on in the world. Because if you do, you would lose your shit, right? You're not going to know, like it depends on what your skill set is and what you're meant to know or what you're meant to do here. You know, but you're not meant to know about, oh, this earthquake is coming and, you know, things like that. Because if you knew about every freaking thing that's about to happen in this world, you wouldn't be able to live your regular life, right? This is being highlighted. So think about all the things going on in the world and what is actually being highlighted by your intuition. The things that are being highlighted by your intuition and in this moment is happening in this moment for a reason, because you need to look at it. If it keeps coming up and you keep wondering who this person is, am I right, am I wrong? You're right. Okay? So 5 of Pentacles, you don't want to lose it. We've been talking about this type of situation for a while with Sag, and that's why I'm getting all riled up, because it's it does seem like there's an energy. This energy doesn't seem good. It's something small that's making someone say, yeah, well, what about, I don't know if it's kids. That's not small. I don't even feel like it's that. If somebody has kids with this person, I don't think that is even the issue that's making them stay. It's something like, it feels small. Like it's a small reason that they're holding on to at this point. They're grasping for straws to like hold on, like, well, I can't leave because of this. Because we have an apartment together. That's small. In the broader scheme of things compared to kids. All right, so. Oh, we already have our joint accounts. We already started this path. No, it's coming up right now because you're starting this path. And before this thing blossoms and become a fucked up tree. Right now, it's a little seed. It's a little sprout. Okay, before it becomes a fucked up tree, they're like, get out of there. You think you're trapped now, imagine later on in 10 years down the line, you're really gonna be trapped. Get out. What's advice? And this card keeps coming back out. All right, just let this sink in your head. All right, let's just meditate on this card a little bit. You need validation. Take this reading as validation. This is what you're seeing. This is what they're showing. And they're really good at hiding this. They're really good at it. Watch the previous Sagittarius readings. They're all lining up with this reading at this point. Okay? If you've been hearing this reading a lot, or if this is the first time you're hearing this reading from me, but this is something that is resonating with your spirit. They're carrying 7 of Swords energy. And at this point, what's stopping you is your inability of really trusting it full on, wholeheartedly. Like that is it. At least trusting it enough to make a move. You don't have to, you can still have doubts in your mind. You can move on and still think like, oh, did I make a mistake? Whatever. But you have to trust it more than 50-50. You have to at least trust yourself 75%. And then be like, okay, margin of error, 25%, but I'm gonna move on anyway because I really feel like I'm right. You need to get there, okay? This is what you're feeling. You're feeling this person's shadow. You're not tripping, you're not bugging. This is the nature of being intuitive. Clearly, you're very intuitive and you're picking up on someone's energy and it's not right. Get out. All right. I feel like you're dealing with a fraud. Okay, with calling in your soulmate coming through. Release your ex in attraction. Whoever you're dealing with is a fraud. Okay, and they come off very innocent or whatever. They come off in a way where it's not as threatening. You're like, why are you coming off so non-threatening? But I feel in my bones that I need to get out of your energy right now, because they're really good at hiding this very their energy. They're very good at hiding their shadow energy, and we all have shadows. But this person, their shadow is conscious. Their shadow is there. They're actively choosing their shadows. When they make decisions in the world, they're choosing from their place of their shadow. Okay, it's not like a blip in the matrix where they're like, oh man, my shadow just acted out. No, they're operating from the mode of their shadow. They're operating from the mode of deception consciously. Okay? There might be heavy attraction here that might be keeping you there. There might be this idea of this might be your soulmate, okay? There could be the promise of an emotional fulfilling situation, but they know how to play it to look like they can give you that. This is so frustrating because I've been here and I get the frustration of not understanding or not, or thinking you're bugging and not knowing that like you're actually on point. Then having to deal with the, you know, the new knowledge of, hey, my spirit can pick up on things that I can't pick up on. You got to face that now. Okay, it's a whole lot of layers of things you got to face, but start working on it. All right, start working on it. You're getting pushed out of a situation, ejected out of a situation for a reason. It's coming up right now for a reason. I keep bringing this up in a reading for Sag for a reason. Get out. All right, stop making the moves. And it depends on how entangled or how enmeshed you are in a situation. Obviously, it doesn't have to be like I can get up and go tomorrow. If you can do that, then do what you got to do, obviously. But just take your steps, take your baby steps. But the first step is believing in your intuition enough, because that's going to help you. That's going to be a springboard for action. All right. So we have release your ex, right? You got to release. You're being led to release this person straight up. They're not good for you. All right. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, Tarot and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Peace.